Welcome back, children. Once again, this is Ansu here. This time we will be seeing Chapter 8 More on Internet, Part 1. Today, we will be discussing two main topics, that is chatting and Google Hangouts. Now, let's see what is chatting. Online chatting or internet chatting is a type of real time communication in which you talk to other people who are connected to the internet at the same time as you are. It happens when two people are connected to the internet and online at the same time. Chatting is different from other text based communication tools such as email. The exchange of information takes place as an actual conversation between two or more individuals. It is actually different from the emails that we send. Email is you are sending a message from one place to another email ID. And when the other person comes online, he reads the email and replies it back to you. Yes? But in this case, what happens is both persons have to be online at the same time. You are very familiar with this because you do chatting day to day basis using WhatsApp, right? It's working on the same principle. You can exchange messages with multiple groups or individuals at the same time. You can send messages to a lot of people at the same time. You do in WhatsApp. You send messages to 4 or 5 persons at the same time. This is possible here also online or multiple groups also. You can also send it to groups at the same time. Chatting can be an ongoing process over a period of time or a scheduled one time event. It can be done as a one time event, that means you want to convey something for once only, that can be done. It can be done for multiple times too. Now, let's talk about the difference between text based chat and video chat. In text based chatting, text messages are sent and received instantly. In video chatting, the exchange of video and audio messages are in real time. The difference between a text based chat and a video chat is that in text based, you are only sending words or text across to the other person. But in the case of a video chat, you can either do it like you do in a telephone or you can do it by seeing the person online. Now let's talk about chatting platforms. You can use a specialized software or an online service offering chat feature for chatting. That is, you can use a specialized software, a particular software either you have created or the one that is already available for you for chatting from one person to another. For example, Google provides a chat feature for you. Similarly, there are a few like Skype, Google Duo, all these things are used for online chatting purposes. A chat server provides the processing power and software resources to enable the exchange of messages from one user to another. The chat server is the thing that gives you the resources to perform the chat and exchange the messages from one place to another or one user to another. Now let's talk about Internet Relay Chat or IRC. The Internet Relay Chat, or short form is IRC, is an open protocol that enables an IRC client to connect with the chat server. The IRC client is often a software that supports IRC and allows exchange of messages using the internet. An IRC client is actually a software that supports the IRC and it allows to exchange messages using the internet. You should understand one thing, for IRC communication to take place, you should be online at all times. Hydra IRC program is an example of IRC client software. Hydra IRC is an example for IRC client software. IRC is one of the first chat systems that is not limited to a maximum of 2 users at a time. Internet Relay Chat or IRC was developed by Jarko or Canon in 1988. It was developed by Jarko or Canon in 1988. Now let's talk about a chat room. A chat room is a virtual venue where people with common interest can exchange text based messages. That is, this is a common place with people of same interest come together to talk about a specific topic. For example, you have a hobby of doing origami. So, if a chat room is placed for origami, people with interest in origami come together there and discuss new prospects related to origami, and they give you more ideas how to make things from what you have already made. It may be a website or a part of a website that offers online space for interpersonal communication. It can be a part of your website, a website designed for the purpose. In a chat room, a specialized software compatible with IRC is installed to your computer. When you're using a chat room, a specialized software for that purpose will be installed on your computer. For example, if you want to do Skype to a friend in foreign country, what do? You first go to Play Store and download Skype software, right? So you have to download the software to your system in order to use that. Chat rooms often allow you to create a very detailed online profile, which may include a pseudonym and an avatar that describes your personality. That means it contains a fictitious name, a name that suits your profile, and a picture as an avatar. You know what is an avatar, right? You do that online too. So you can add these things to your chat room. Now let's discuss about the chat ethic. While communicating with people real time, we follow certain rules. Similarly, we need to follow certain basic ethics while chatting. When we are talking to a person, you have to look and consider a lot of things. You should talk in such a way that you do not irritate the person in front of you or make them feel bad about you, right? Similarly, when you're doing an online chatting too, there are certain things that you should keep in mind while doing a chat with others. Start the conversation with a greeting. That is, you do it all the time. Either you raise your hand or you say hi, right? So you should always start with a greeting. Spell all the words correctly and use proper punctuation. Even I do some small mistakes when I chat at a very high speed. For example, for no problem, I always do NP. Some children ask me, what does NP stands for, ma'am? I always say no problem. So instead of using small things, you can always type the whole message and send it so the message is clear on the other side. And also you should use the correct punctuation. Avoid typing in uppercase as it can be seen as a rude behavior similar to yelling. So, if possible, try to avoid typing in capital letters. Always type in a sentence case. You can start a sentence by a capital letter and put capital letters wherever necessary, but don't type the whole thing, if possible, in capital letters. Avoid using slang. There are a lot of words that are used in particular areas that cannot be used while doing here. You should not use your slang while typing it because this is viewed by a person in a longer distance. That person may not understand what you are implying. Be friendly and polite while chatting. You need to be very friendly and polite while you're chatting with others online. Respect other people's opinions. You should always respect the opinion of the other person. If it is wrong, you should answer in the most appropriate way possible rather than insulting them. Do not send private messages to someone without his or her prior consent. You should not forward private messages or stalk other people online. If that other person is willing to accept your internal messages, then you can do. Otherwise, do not force on other people. Abide by the respective community guidelines. If you are doing it in a community or a chat room, there are certain rules and regulations set by them. You have to follow those rules and regulations. Now let's talk about a different topic called Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is a free online communication service that offers text chat, voice chat, and video chat amongst individuals and groups. That is, it is a free software that is available for text based chat, that is, you can exchange messages between yourself, voice chat, that is, you can send sounds here to there. You can use it as a phone chatting purpose, and you can also use it for a video chatting purpose. Along with one-to-one conversation, Google Hangouts also offers service to exchange photos, GIFs, and maps. It allows you to send photos also across each other, GIFs that you are very familiar with, as well as maps, location maps to pinpoint where you are. All these things can be sent through this. Google Hangouts can be accessed from its website, Gmail, Google browser extension, and Google desktop app. Chatting with Google Hangouts. You can access Google Hangouts from its website. You need to log in with valid credentials to use the chat option. If you have a Gmail ID or a Google ID, you can type that and log into that account. You can chat with one person or a group in Google Hangouts. You can do the same thing as you do in WhatsApp. You can talk to a single person or a group of people. You can create a group to invite the members to participate in a chat. You can also create a group like you do in WhatsApp in Google Hangouts to do the same. To chat using Google Hangouts, what are the different steps required? Start a web browser. You have to open your web browser. It can be Google Chrome, it can be Firefox, Internet Explorer. Go to the website, type https hangouts.google.com. The Google Hangouts home page appears. You need to type hangouts.google.com and the page appears. Click message. The sign in web page appears. When you click on the message part, you will get a sign in portion. Enter the Google account, email, and password and click sign in. The Google Hangouts dashboard appears. When you enter your Gmail account or your Google account, the Google Hangouts dashboard appears. To chat using Google Hangouts. How do you chat using Google Hangouts? In the search text box, type the required name, phone number, or email address. A list of possible matches appears. That is, you can do it on three ways. That is, either you can type the first name of the person. When you type 4 or 5 alphabets, it will automatically give you the search. Or you can alternatively type the phone number of the person if that is more familiar to you. Or you can give the email address of the person that you want to do it with. Click the checkbox next to the name of the person you want to chat with. Then you need to click on the checkbox with the person that you need to talk with. Click message. The chat window appears. In the bottom text box, enter the message and press enter. That is similar to what you are doing with WhatsApp and all. You just need to click on the name. It will open. From there, you have to go to the text box in the bottom, type the thing and press enter. The text is sent to the selected profile. The response of the person appears below your message. That is, when you send text to a selected person, you will get the response of the person below where you have sent. With this, we come to the end of today's presentation. Please go through these contents and understand the concept. These are things that you do day-to-day basis, so it will be easy for you to understand. Thank you.